Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Glan-Y-Gors for the Wera British Kart Championships. I'm your commentator, Anthony Jordan. Joining me in the commentary box is Henry Burdett, but he's currently out of the commentary box. He's currently getting some grids for us, so he'll be joining us in a moment. You can see there on the dummy grid the Bambino class getting ready for their final. It's race 14 of the weekend. Let's have a look at the starting grid as the drivers make their way out onto the circuit to start the last of the 5 races we will be seeing today. Riley Murro, of course, with an absolutely lockout performance. 2 race wins in the heats. He will be starting on pole position with Chester Fawkes alongside row number 1. Austin Oman and Ethan McClelland will round out row number 2. Lewis Capaldi on row 3 with Cole Teal alongside the number 44. What can he do from that third row? Charlie Page and Harper Das on row number 4 with Jensen Biglands hopefully taking part in this one, but he wasn't out earlier and at the moment is not currently out on circuits in this one either. So we do hope Jensen's okay, and hopefully if it is anything, it's just mechanical gremlins that are causing him not to race this afternoon. Karts making their way round the Devil's Elbow and into the final section where they will come to an abrupt stop before their standing start. Now, Henry informed me that, of course, these are 2-stroke engines, even though I'm very used to 4-stroke Bambinos myself, but there we go. I've learned something here after the 3 years that I've commentated on the championship. I've never known, I didn't know that they were 2-stroke. There we go. Shows how much I pay attention, really, to the karts. Here we go, then. We're about to get the Bambino final underway. Parents very swiftly off the grid. Riley Murro on the inside line. Chester Fawkes on the outside on that front row. What can they do? Chester Fawkes winning the final at Warden Law. Lights go out. We're off and racing. Good start from the back of the grid. The number 33 of Charlie Page gets a fantastic start and straight away is up into P3 before they've come out of turn 1. Absolutely amazing start. Side by side at the back. The 44 of Cole Teal. Side by side with a 95 of Harper Das, who's actually this time made it to the grid. Didn't make it to the grid at the end of heat number 2. Went out on circuit, but then came immediately back into the pit lane. One of the karts, 2 of the karts going slowly. That is the 2 we were just talking about there. Didn't get the waft out of the corner as much as they wanted to. Down the hill they go then for the first time in towards the carousel. And again, Riley Murro looking like he's leading the way. Austin Oman has managed to get himself up into P2 as well. A good start. Not the best start from Chester Fawkes. He's dropped down the order slightly. I think roughly in around P5 there on my screen. But everyone so far, nice and clean, nice and tidy. Henry, you're back in the commentary box?
Yes, I was sequestered down at motorsport-timing.co.uk looking for some grids for the rest of the races today. But apart from this race and the next one, there are none yet. Makes me wonder. There's obviously some issues going on, post-race technicalities perhaps, that are being resolved. So hopefully there won't be a delay in proceedings. There's no delay out on the circuit as Murro leads Oman. Austin Oman getting a little look up the inside. But nothing happening there behind them. It is Charlie Page in third grade. Fantastic. I mean, this is what gets me about Bambino, is how you can change. Like in the first heat or in the second heat this morning, Charlie Page made a bad start and was jettisoned off at the back of the pack very, very quickly indeed, and finished a long way behind everybody else. Couple of adjustments, you know, a little bit more pep in their step maybe, maybe. And he's right up with the lead battle. Good. McClelland, Fawkes, Capaldi, Das, and Cole Teal has not retired.
Just come up as a retirement there.
Let's have a look. The number 44 kart. So, I mean, obviously, did we find out why? No, he's 2, 4, 6, yes. So in 7th place is Harper Das. So obviously, maybe something wrong with that kart. Like you said, it made it as far as the rolling lap of heat 2, and is out there in the final. But certainly, you can see, you know, the back of the camera shot. We've got to change
for third. Ethan McClelland looking like he go down the inside of Charlie Page. Does so, gets that move done. Charlie Page obviously starting from the back of the grid on the 4th row. P7 started. Fabulous start off the line, Henry.
Yes, I did. I was watching it from afar.
Oh, watching from afar. Yeah, absolutely a lightning start. So have to see what we can do from that position. Back here at the front, though, these two still locked in battle. Austin Oman wanting to get past in any given opportunity, and for the time being is just thinking again. I love the driving style of Bambino because they are so small, and the karts are a standard set. They really lean it in. There we go.
Yes. And Austin Oman. So Austin hasn't had a podium, finished 7th in last year's championship. Of course, the podium at Ward & Law was Chester Fawkes, Riley Murro and Harper Das. Das isn't going to make the podium in this round. Oh, 3 wide. Are we going to make it 4 wide? Almost. Oh! A collective ooh as... 3 wide round that corner won't work. Somehow they almost made it work, and they all continue. They've lost a bit of ground, however. That was the 18 of Kirkcaldy, the 23 of McClelland. At the back of that group, that would be the 33 of Page, I believe.
Making a Bambino sandwich.
Yes, a Bambino sandwich. There is number 7 kart of Austin Oman. Having a little look at the inside of Riley Murro. There, look at that, down the hill, cascading towards the paddock. And there's paddock bend. Oman drives it in deep. Doesn't lose too much momentum on the exit of the corner. Through Club Corner, up Dragon Straight. Now, at this point, you're saying 7 minutes to go, defending. That's not on, but that's just the Bambino racing line. Oh, and wheel to wheel between McClelland and Kirkcaldy. Look across.
What are you doing? What are you doing, man?
And, Kirkcaldy said, and McClelland says, well, I'm overtaking you.
Only just.
Chris Walker from kartpicks.net.
All right.
Gave me a McVitie's Digestive Caramel Millionaire Slice.
Oh, excellent.
Would you like it?
I'd love it.
It's a token of my appreciation.
Oh.
There we go. Murro, Oman. Well, I did make you dress a chili pepper on the paddock show.
True that.
Everyone was saying what kind of chili pepper. It was a bell pepper.
It was a bell pepper.
Yes.
Never mind. Back to the racing.
You can have a millionaire shortbread to make it up.
I will.
Apology accepted. Right. Into paddock bend. Oman chasing Murro. Fawkes, McClelland, Kirkcaldy, Page. The top 2. Nose to tail. Through turn 2. Uphill, and you can hear these Coma engines just sort of like wheezing under the strain of going up the hill to the top of the circuit, down through Spoon, now down towards Carousel. I mean, if you're going to name a corner Carousel after one of the most famous corners on the Nürburgring Nordschleife, it better be a good corner. And I have to say that corner here at Glan-Y-Gors, it is worthy of the name Carousel, have to say. Downhill entrance and then off camber, mid-corner, uphill exit. Here we go. Into Devil's Elbow. The battle of the 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th still goes on between Fawkes, McClelland, Kirkcaldy and Page. There they go, out to paddock bend. Did you enjoy that McVitie's Digestive Caramel Millionaire Slice, Anthony Jordan?
It was lovely.
Ah, there we go.
Thank you very much. Still not forgiven for the chili incident.
Oh, no. Here we go. Up the hill once again. Oman looks to the inside. Still looks to the inside, but he just hasn't got the grunt, the oomph, the chutzpah.
I don't think any of them have got the oomph.
No, it's Bambino. Bambino racing. Waft is not the essential part of a Bambino setup.
Momentum.
And just learning.
Yes. Yeah.
Momentum, and there is Chester Fawkes. Now, Chester Fawkes, in the final at Ward & Law, came out of nowhere to dominate it. He's got 5 minutes to go. He's about, 3/10 up on Ethan McClelland in the number 23 kart and Lewis Kirkcaldy, the Scotsman, in kart number 18. It's probably a little bit too late, but they're 2.5 seconds down on the 3.3 seconds down on the 2 leaders. And of course, the 2 leaders, they are slipstreaming and working together, so they are pulling away.
They're pushing each other along, really, aren't they? So it's understandable that he's not catching, and it's understandable that the drivers behind are catching. So, and again, here, Kirkcaldy around the outside, brings it back in, looks potentially to go down the inside of McClelland, but everyone just holding position. They are working together now that they've closed into each other. I say that, they're slowly pulling out the slipstream, but looking at sector times and looking at lap times overall, I mean, our top two are in the 101s. The rest of the field are in the 102s and 103s.
Yep. It's that's one thing about Bambino, that once you break away, you do tend to stay away. So Forks is now, his job is to defend third place, because the top two, unless there's a dramatic incident of any sort of description, which I can't see happening, this is the fight for the final podium position. Murro and Oman 4.1 seconds up the road now, and round the the inside goes Ethan McClellan, and here comes Lewis Caldy to make it 3 wide. Oh, wheel to wheel, inches apart. Oh, you can almost see the smoke coming off the tyres, and they make it work. And Forks on the high line sweeps around the outside at turn number 2, holds on to third position, even though he lost it initially. And we thought he was going to lose not only third, but fourth place as well, but then used that extra momentum as Kirkcaldy and McClellan went literally wheel to wheel back into P3, and Charlie Page in 6th position is trying to fight himself back in. Oh, Ethan McClellan puts a wheel on the grass coming out of the corner.
Well, that can really slow one of these carts down.
Yeah, yes. Because they're not exactly going hyperspeed to start with.
No, they can get stuck in a gravel trap quite easily. Well, lots of things can get stuck in a gravel trap quite easily, but let's say a gravel driveway.
Yes.
Yeah.
A gravel driveway, okay.
Yeah, they can get stuck.
And here we go. Now, Kirkcaldy and McClellan have got a good run on Chester Forks, but because they haven't got the power to go around the outside, so they've got to try and force their nose at the inside if possible. There we go. No. And Forks holding on to the racing line, holding on to third position. Murro and Oman lead the way. Battle of the race lead. Austin Oman at the inside of Riley Murro, and squeezes Riley Murro wide. Coming out of carousel. Great stuff there from Austin Oman. Oman went through the entirety of last season without getting a podium. And does he want to try and make his first appearance at the British podium a victory on the top step? But Murro fights straight back. Just under 2 minutes to go, plus a lap. But Austin Oman really showing that he has got the pace to make the manoeuvre.
Yeah, obviously seeded driver in Bambino, of course, running the number 7.
The seeded driver in the field is Harper Das, but he's not using the number 10.
No.
Which he is entitled to.
Yeah.
But he is using the 95 instead. Lightning McQueen's number.
Ka-chow.
Exactly. And when you're a Bambino, Lightning McQueen is like a hero.
Is a legend.
Yeah. Oh my word. That was...
He's really trying at his Harper Das.
You mean Austin Oman?
Austin Oman, sorry.
Sorry, no, that's fine. I mean, yeah, he is. He's got no shortage of minerals on the young lad. But what he is short of is track position.
Because he's just... Yeah, he keeps going for those moves that we're seeing. And rightly so. They're
aggressive moves.
They are moves. And it's just they're not finishing them. That's the problem that we're seeing. It takes everything that you need, commitment to make the move stick, and he is trying, bless him, and he will find that gap. I've got a feeling, because he's looking very quick out there.
Next time by, it'll be the last lap board. What does he do? As long as Riley Murro hugs that white line like a Bambino driver in their favourite cuddly toy at night, he's going to hug it as close to him as possible. It's going to be very, very tricky for Austin Oman to do anything about that. They're cutched up together. This is where everyone knows how to cuddle, but only the Welsh know how to cutch.
Which is cuddle in Welsh?
No, it's a cutch.
Right.
You know, it's a special hug. Like, you know, it's a Welsh. It's a cutch, and they're cutched up together at the front.
They are indeed. Timer strike 0 then. Last lap board will be out this time for these two drivers, and here comes Austin Oman down the inside, and that was well timed.
But Murro's going to have the momentum. Murro trying the outside going into paddock bend.
But he's not going to have track position.
Watch this now, the crossover. Crossover moves on. It's going to be side by side, and Murro's going to have the inside line. They start the last lap. Murro retakes the lead into club corner. It's game on. Ding, ding, ring the dinner bell.
This is brilliant stuff from these two. Across the line, though, crucially, Austin Oman crossed the loop first.
Yes. So if history was due to repeat itself this time around, then Oman would take the win, even though by the time they got to turn 1, Murro was back in front.
And that would be his first final win?
It'd be either of these two drivers. Neither of them have won a final yet.
Yep.
But Murro, he's won heat races, won plenty of heat races, lead the championship. He'll want to get that first final win. Oman, here we go, up the hill towards turn 6 and 7. Oh, Murro was... Now, this is where Oman dives inside. Not close enough this time. It's going to be a last lap lunge into Paddock Bend, if it's going to happen at all. I think Oman's running out of time. Has Murro defended enough? The crossover move into the final corner, not quite happening.
Oh, but he's got a good run out of the final corner. No, it's not enough.
Oh, Riley Murro. Well defended there for Riley Murro. Superb racing between the top two. Murro and Austin Oman take the top 2 positions. Chester Fawkes holds off Ethan McClellan, Lewis Capaldi and Charlie Page for the final podium position. Got to say, that was excellent driving there from Murro Oman for the win, and obviously for Fawkes for 3rd place. There is and again they get a round of applause from the observer out on circuit. Wheel-to-wheel action there in the Bambino final. So Murro, the championship leader coming into this round, takes his first win in the British Championship. Austin Oman doing his championship credentials, no harm whatsoever. He takes 2nd place, his first trip onto the podium as well. Chester Fawkes, winner in round 1, has to make do with 3rd in round 3. Ethan McClelland, Lewis Capaldi, Charlie Page and Harper Das are the other finishers. Cole Teal sadly retired on the opening lap, and Jensen Biglands failed to take the start. Maybe young driver not too well after yesterday, and he is hopefully going to be back the next round. Wish him well. There is a view of the dummy grid as the Army cadets make their way out onto it. As once again, the Snowdonia Mountains behind the circuit. We're up here in Conwy, next near Denbighshire, and of course just down the road from the circuit is Ruthin. And for those of you with a bit of historic motor racing knowledge, Ruthin is the hometown of the late great Tom Price, Wales's most recent Formula 1 driver, who raced for the Shadow team in the 1970s, won the Race of Champions, beat Nicky Lauda at Silverstone in the Race of Champions in, I think, 1975, and was killed in the South African Grand Prix back in March 1977. And to commemorate his achievements and his life, none other than Bernie Ecclestone helped fund a brilliant, very emotive memorial in the town centre of Tom's hometown of Ruthin, just down the road from Glan-Y-Gors here. But enough of the history lesson. It's the future that matters at the moment, and Anthony is with your winners.
10 years down in our winners' day, Riley Murro. Well done, congratulations, your first race win.
Thank you. It was very hard.
Yeah, difficult out there. You had a great fight with Austin, didn't you? How's that one?
Austin's a good driver. He's been doing it quite a bit longer than me, so I would have to defend if I wanted to keep up.
Well, you did a very good job of holding off Austin. It was a very long race on that one, but very well done. Who would you like to thank?
My dad.
Yeah, is he on the spanners?
Yes.
Does he do a good job?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Father's Day as well, so you're going to give him a big hug. Good man, well done. Congratulations, Riley Murro.
Thank you.
Yeah, Henry, just get everyone to come a little bit nearer.
Yeah. Right.
Do you want me to do the medal?
There's the medal for the winner.
Yeah,
so all the Bambinos get a thing. All the Bambinos get a star.
They're in there, but if there's any others that aren't winning.
Oh, right, okay, yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Thank you very much. We're sorry for the delay. We've got the podium presentation for Bambino, KZ2, Iami and Senior X30. Sorry, we can't do the Junior X30 presentation yet. But first of all, let's get underway with Bambinos. Now, if they're here, they get a trophy. So have we got Cole Teal, who finished 8th? No. Have we? No. Harper Das, who finished 7th? Nope. Charlie Page, who finished P6? No. This is great stuff. What about Lewis Cacoldi, who finished in 5th position? No. Or I can definitely see 4 very small drivers here. So in 4th place, do we have Ethan McClelland? Yay, come up here, Ethan. Ethan gets his star. Well done. You're very welcome. Here you go, plonk that on there. Right, if you just stand to the side there. Now, top 3 time. Finishing in 3rd position, the round 1 winner. It's Chester Fawkes. Right, Chester, we've got to put your helmet down. I'm going to put the sponsor cap on. And we got to put that on. Oh, it's like Christmas, isn't it? And you got your trophy as well. Oh, hang on. Should have put the star on first. And your trophy. Congratulations, Chester Fawkes. Now, finishing in 2nd place. He was 7th in last year's championship, but this is his first trip onto the podium. I think his mum was having doing the nervous karting mum dance beforehand, but it paid off. It's Austin Oman. Does he get a star as well? Right, you get a star as well, you're in there. Hop up, Austin. First podium, and it was a very, very close battle. Only a 1/10 of a second separated them. Right, oh, hang on, I'll tell you what, let's do it. Right. Okay, we'll do the star first. Sponsor cap second. And then the main one. Right. Okay, there we go. And big in the air. Well done. That's the way. Excellent. Congratulations, Austin. But your winner today, it's his first win. He came home 2nd at Warden Law, along with winning mechanic Jim Bob Murro. It's Riley Murro. Where's Jim Bob? Here we are. Right, Riley, well, you stand up there. There's your trophy. Well, there's your start to start with. Right, Jim, if you take your place there. Now we've got our sponsor's hat. And there we go. And look at that. There we go. On Father's Day, look at that. Look, we got your dad as a present. You got him a medal. Woo! Well done.
We're all going to group in, kids.
Okay, well done. So we're going to hop in on all 4. We can squeeze. Right.
You sit there if you like.
Sit there. There you go. Right, it's okay, Austin. You go by there.
Go and put your helmet here. Looky.
Ready? There we go. Look this. There we go. Look at Mr. Walker.
Hold the trophy in your other hand.
There we go. Well, this is all a learning process. We'll get there.
Thank you, Jack.
Well done. Your Bambino podium, everybody.